Hello, this is Mr. Ahmed Adel and welcome again to lesson 3 and 4. Reading. Read the postcard. Which activity are they going to do tomorrow? Rock climbing, trekking, or zip lining? Let's read. Dear Grandma, we are really enjoying ourselves on holiday in South Africa. It's beautiful here and there is a lot to do. Yesterday was an adventure. We went trekking in the mountains. It was sunny when we started, but when we got to the top of the mountain, we saw dark clouds. On the way down, the rain started. Then there was a storm. The rocks were wet and Tamer fell over and hurt himself. But it's okay. His leg is better today. Tomorrow, the weather is going to be better. So we are going to try zip lining. I'm a bit frightened, but I'm excited too. See you soon, Dalia. Okay, read it again to answer this question. Read again and choose a correct answer. Dalia is on holiday in South Africa. Okay. Number 2. At the start of the trek, it was sunny. يبقى sunny. Number 3. Tamer hurt his leg. The weather tomorrow is going to be better. Dalia, go zip lining. Dalia wants to go zip lining. We are going to try zip lining. I am a bit frightened, but I am excited too. See you soon, Dalia. Okay, let's say these words. Noun and adjective. Rain, rainy. Sun, excellent, sunny. Cloud, cloudy. Wind, windy. Snow, snowy. Storm, stormy. Fog, foggy. Okay? Complete the table. Which letter or letters do you add to make the adjectives? Thank you. Okay. Speaking. Work in pairs. Describe the weather in a photo below. Don't say which one. Can your partner guess? Okay? Okay. It's stormy. Which one? Yes. It's rainy. I think rainy. It's sunny. Okay? Okay. Let's take our rule today. Reflexive pronouns. يعني ايه reflexive pronouns؟ يعني الضمائر المنعكسة. reflexive يعني انعكاس. الضمائر المنعكسة. يعني ايه الضمائر المنعكسة؟ هنعرف دلوقتي. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. يعني ايه؟ يعني احنا بنستخدم الضمائر المنعكسة لما الفاعل والمفعول بتاع الجملة واحد. يعني اللي عمل الحاجة واللي اتعمل فيه الحاجة واحد. يعني انا عملت الفطار بنفسي. تمام؟ انا خدت صورة لنفسي. انا كده الفاعل والمفعول. يبقى وقتها نستخدم الايه؟ الرeflexive pronouns. اوكي؟ طب reflexive pronouns يا مستر مثلا عايز اقول I. هقول I يبقى reflexive pronoun بتاعتها myself. I did my homework by myself. انا عملت الواجب بتاعي بنفسي. طب ناخد he himself. Ali or he did his homework by himself. هو عمل الواجب بنفسه. اوكي. she هتبقى herself. اوكي. she did her homework by herself. هي عمل الواجب بنفسها. اوكي. ناخد ايه تاني؟ it هتبقى itself. The dog طبعا itself الغير العاقل. The dog carried the bag by itself. الكلب شال الحقيبة بنفسه. اوكي. You هتبقى yourself أو yourselves. لو أنا قصدي واحد بس هيبقى yourself. لو قصدي كتير هيبقى yourselves. You should do your homework by yourself. You all should do your homework by yourselves. اوكي. طب ناخد we هتبقى ourselves. Ourselves. We did our homework by ourselves. اوكي. اوكي. The or they هتبقى themselves. Themselves. The boys did their homework by themselves. Okay? It's too easy. Okay, let's answer this. Number one, we enjoyed ourselves when we went sailing. Number two, Sammy came out of the sea and dried with a towel. بيقول لك هو طلع من الميه ونشف ايه بالفوطه؟ نشف نفسه. يبقى سامي تبقى he himself. Sammy came out of the sea and dried himself with a towel. I هتحول. Okay, excellent. Myself. I made myself some salad for lunch. Okay. Number four, Maya taught to speak French. Taught Maya تبقى she تبقى herself. Maya taught herself to speak French. علمت نفسها تتكلم فرنساوي. Would you like to make a cup of tea? Would you like to make you هتبقى yourself. Would you like to make yourself a cup of tea? تحب تعمل نفسك كوباية شاي؟ Okay. Easy? Okay, easy. Okay, put the picture in the correct order to tell a story. Then listen to Nader's presentation and check your answer. Check your answer. Okay. Last weekend, we went on a trip to the desert. I woke up early and made myself breakfast. I woke up early and made myself breakfast. Then I got dressed. I put on my clothes and looked at myself in the mirror. I put on my clothes and looked at myself in the mirror. I put on a hat and sunglasses to protect myself from the sun. I put on a hat and sunglasses to protect myself from the sun. At the desert, we met our guide. And we rode with him on our camels. My sister took this photo of herself with her camel. That night, we cooked ourselves dinner on a fire. After dinner, when it got cold, we sat by the fire to keep ourselves warm. Okay, let's put this picture in the correct order. Number one, I woke up early and made myself breakfast. Number two, I put on my clothes and looked at the mirror. I put on my clothes and looked at the mirror. Okay, number three, I put on a hat and sunglasses to protect myself from the sun. At the desert, we met our guide and we rode with him on our camels. My sister took this photo. My sister took this photo of herself with her camel. يبقى number three, took a photo with her camel. Okay? Number four, we cooked ourselves dinner on a fire. After dinner, when it get cold, we sat by the fire to keep ourselves warm. Okay? Okay. Now answer the question using reflexive pronouns and the verbs in the box. Keep warm, go to the dentist, protect, take photo. Why did Nader put on a hat He put on a hat to protect himself. What did he do next? At the desert, we met our guide. He met his guide and he rode with him on our camel. Okay? Okay. يبقى okay. My sister took this photo of herself. يبقى number 2. My sister took this photo of herself with her camel. يبقى take. My sister takes a photo of herself with her camel. Number 3. What did Fatma do? Who's Fatma? What did Fatma do? Okay. We answered before. She took selfie. Excellent. Or take a picture. Take a photo with her camel. What did they sit by the fire? Why did they sit by the fire? Okay, we sat by the fire to keep ourselves warm. To keep warm. To keep ourselves warm. To keep ourselves warm. Okay? Okay. Okay, let's move to lesson 4. Reading. Around the world in 80 days. Look at the picture and read the introduction to Around the World. In 1872, the writer Jules Verne read a newspaper article about a new railway line. What's the meaning of railway line? It's a road which the train moved on. حاجة القطر بيمشي عليها أو بيعدي عليها اللي هي السكة الحديد. Okay? Across India. It gave him a great idea for a book. He wrote a story about a British man called Phileas Fogg. He takes a challenge to travel around the world in just 80 days. This sounds easy today, but at the time, there were no cars or planes. Again, in 1872, the writer Jules Verne read a newspaper. سنة 1872 الكاتب اللي هو اسمه جوليس فيرن ده قرأ نيوسبيبر مجلة أو جريدة مقال في جريدة about a new railway line across India عن سكة حديد هتبقى عبر الهند أو هتعدي من الهند. It gave him a great idea. اديته فكرة عظيمة for a book لكتاب. He wrote a story. هو كتب قصة عن about a British man called Phileas Fogg. كتب قصة عن رجل بريطاني اسمه Phileas Fogg. He takes a challenge to travel around the world in just 80 days. الراجل ده خد تحدي challenge to travel around the world in just 80 days. في خلال 80 يوم بس هيلف العالم كله. This sounds easy today. الكلام ده حد يقول دلوقتي يا مستر ده سهل جدا اليومين دول، ده ممكن تلف العالم كله في اسبوع في 10 ايام. But at that time في الوقت ده there were no cars or planes. ما كانش فيه ولا عربيات ولا طيارات. كانوا بيستخدموا ايه بقى؟ Which forms of transport did people use in 1872؟ اما هو ما كانش فيه ولا cars ولا planes، يبقى بيستخدموا ships and trains. Ships and trains. Okay, let's look at Phileas Fogg's plan and answer the questions. London to Suez, Egypt, train and ship, 7 days. Suez to India, ship, 13 days. India to Hong Kong, train and ship, 16 days. Hong Kong to Japan, ship, 6 days, and so on. Okay, let's answer this. When is Phileas Fogg going to travel to leave London? He is going to leave on the 2nd of October. The 2nd of October. How long does it take to travel from London to Suez? It takes to travel from London to Suez by train and ship 7 days. It takes 7 days. How is he going to travel across the USA? Across the USA, he is going to travel by train. Okay. Which is the longest part of the journey? The longest part is to travel from Japan to the USA. It takes 22 days. When is he going to return to London? He is going to return to London on the 21st of December. Excellent. 21st of December. Okay, read the end of the story and circle the correct word. Okay, this is the end of the story. When Phileas Fogg takes the ship back to London from the USA, there is a big storm at sea, and he arrives in London 1 day late on the 22nd of December. But he made a mistake because he traveled east around the world. It's 1 day earlier than he thought. So he completes his challenge on time. لا يا مستر، طب قولها تاني عشان نفهمها. When Phileas Fogg takes the ship back to London from the USA, لما رجع لندن من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية, there is a big storm at sea. كان في عاصفة كبيرة في البحر. And he arrives in London 1 day late. وصل لندن متأخر يوم عن ما هو حاسب. On 22 من ديسمبر. رجع اليوم ال 22. وكان المفروض يرجع يوم كام؟ 21 زي ما قلنا اهو. 21. Okay. But he made a mistake. بس هو كان عامل غلطة because he traveled east. هو مسافر اتجه ناحية الشرق. Around the world. لما تتجه ناحية الشرق وانت بتلف العالم, it's 1 day earlier than he thought. ده كده خدت يوم بدري عن ما هو فاكر. So he completes his challenge on time. فهو كده رجع في الميعاد المظبوط, لأن هو مشي من الشرق فده وفر معاه يوم. فلما رجع متأخر يوم يعني كده رجع في الميعاد. برافو. Okay. Read the end of the story and circle the correct words. Phileas Fogg travels from Japan. No, USA. Okay. The weather at the sea is bad. Phileas Fogg arrives in London 1 day late. He completes or doesn't complete his challenge on time. He completes his challenge on time. Okay, this is for lesson 3 and 4. See you soon. Bye bye.